ICE is lazy, huh? ICE, I think they're lazy. Remember when they just went to Dodger Stadium? They thought they could bang it out in one day. It's like, they're all probably here, right? We'll be done. It was just so fucking lazy. Do some work, ICE. Pound the pavement. Do your job. Ironically, you know who'd be better workers than ICE? Mexicans. That's the ironic thing. What if they hire Mexicans to do the job? They're doing it for half the cost. Like, you can't be here. You gotta go. You're like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. You're like, yeah, we're done. We got rid of everybody. They did it in 20 minutes. Like, Javier, that's fucking amazing. You get to stay here because all the work you did. Like, thank you so much. Thank you. I think, isn't it weird how like Republicans will only wear a mask to kick out Mexicans? That's the only, they're like, I'm not wearing a mask. And they're like, all right, let's mask up. Germs, no, but Alejandro, yes. Yerms. Yerms. Yeah, we should have called them Yerms, and they would have been like, oh, fuck. Yerms. I don't want Yerms. Just call the mask a border. Hank Aaron was an African-American baseball player, and he was about to break Babe Ruth's record, and he was getting death calls. Racists would call him and be like, you better not hit a home run. I'll fucking kill you. You better not hit a dinger. Or I'm gonna come after you and your family. He was getting death threats, and he still broke the record. If that was me getting those phone calls, every at-bat from then on would be like this. Like, he bunted for the rest of his career. I would just, like, strike out on purpose. Be like, sorry, Captain, I suck now. And the racist is like, yeah. You don't break that record. You keep it alive for the whites. That's crazy. That much hate and vitriol. You think that that's like a heat of the moment thing, but this was 1974 during rotary phones. That means that racist guy was like, listen, you black son of a bitch. Like, to keep that level of racism during that much mundane busy work is astounding. He would get death letters too. That's next level. To sit at a desk and be like, you black bastard. Stamps. Well, okay, stamp. Because he had to lick it back down. There you go. Then he had to go outside. Like, wonderful day we're having. All right, put it in there. Flag up. All right. Hopefully that gets to Hank. Hopefully that gets to Hammering Hank Aaron. That's a tremendous amount of racism just to keep that going alive. Just go about your day like everything's normal. Kendrick Lamar fans? You guys like Kendrick? Yeah. I like Kendrick too. Like, he's great, but sometimes his stuff, his rap is so dense. Like, there's Easter eggs, it alludes to history. Sometimes it feels like school. You know what I mean? Like, is this gonna be on the final, Kendrick? Whereas Drake is like when your teacher wheeled in the TV into the classroom. He's like, yeah, I get to turn my brain off. I know when that hotline bling. Like, I don't have to learn anything. I'm just watching Hook at 3 p.m. Watching Hook with Drake. Whereas with Kendrick, you're like, hold on. Kendrick, hold on. And he's already slid the transparency. No! That's how old I am. Were they fuck! Old people, you know what I'm talking about? They would have the overhead with the transparency, and they go, and X, Y, and then they would wheel it, and you go, I'm failing. He wheeled it too many times. I forgot about that. The vis-a-vis pens, Jesus. I feel like I'm too antisocial to ever do an orgy. You know what I mean? Everyone would be fucking, and I would just be naked against the wall. I would pat my pockets like I forgot something. I'm just gonna, I forgot. Thank God I got out of there. If you said, hey, we're gonna go to an orgy, I'd be like, who's gonna be there? I need to know who's gonna be. Nah, I don't like that group. Just random people? I can't do that. Can I meet them one-on-one before I meet all 20? You can't just throw me into all 20 and they're all naked. I gotta ramp up. All right, I'm growing my facial hair. Should I stop? I feel like it comes in too wispy. I'll shave it, and I'm like, no, you can do it. It looks gross, right? Or, ladies, what's your take? Can I do it or no? No? Fuck. That was too fast. I wanted you to that was an immediate, oh, thank God he asked. Shave it immediately. She has a razor. Shave it off. Is it patchy? Is that the problem? God damn it. My bully in the front row, everybody. And she has champagne, too. She's like, it's too patchy. If she had a beer, I'd be like, what the fuck does she know? But she's made it. She's like, how do you think I got champagne? By not knowing beards? You have a healthy beard. That's nice. Yeah. It comes in too heavy. I'm just having a meltdown about my facial hair the whole show. Is he gonna try new stuff? In the right lighting, it can look good, right, guys? Right? It just comes in too heavy here. This is the last show you'll ever see me with this, so this is you're here for an exciting moment. I was there when Fahim tried to grow facial hair. All right, this is Fahim works on stuff and his friends drop by. I get to work on the material, so bear with me while I try some shit, yeah? Thank you. It's not all gonna be hot beard stuff. I spoiled you with my beard stuff up top. I didn't do it last month because I was opening for Theo. I was opening for Theo Vaughn. Yeah. It's weird, he does arenas. I never got to do arenas before. I'm used to this. I can rock 30 people in an attic. That's my sweet spot. You tell me there's 5 people upstairs? I'm like, get me a mic. How's everybody doing tonight? They're like, we're your neighbors. This I can rock, Arena, it's weird doing stand-up comedy in an arena. I'm up here with a microphone, I'm doing jokes, and I just see a guy with nachos in the 300 section. Have you ever tried to do a joke and a guy's buying a hot dog and just listening to you like this? When's Theo going up? Why is this guy up there? I'm just like a flight attendant until real comedy comes on stage. Theo will be entering from the left. You can shatter my dreams until he gets up here. Theo's great, he'll meet his fans after the show too, and it's really cool to see. But Theo doesn't talk like a regular person. I don't know if you know that about Theo. Because one of his fans is in a wheelchair, and he's at the front of the line, and then first thing Theo says is, what happened? Not hello, he just goes, what happened? And the guy was like, I was hit by a drunk driver, and then I flung out of the car. And most people would be like, oh my God, that's terrible, I'm so sorry. But Theo goes, was it a nice car? We want to know how nice the car was that he got flung out of. Yeah, I'll open for Theo and Allie. I have some big friends and stuff, and I can definitely tell the difference when I open for them. The treatment when I'm with them versus by myself, because I did a club with Allie Wong. We're in Phoenix, and then she comes in the green room. They're like, Allie, is the temperature to your liking? We have some bubble water for you if the bubbles are too harsh. If Topo Chico can be harsh, we can get you a more refined. We can have a Perrier, a smaller bubble. And then I went there by myself to headline the next week, and I'm like, hey, do you guys have any water? And they're like, can't you drink your own piss? This fucking guy. What if I shaved in between acts? They hate it. Let's get back. It's like Jordan when he went back to 23. You ever have your DoorDash driver, hang around too long? You know what I mean? There's a timing. There's a dance to the DoorDash handoff. This is ideal timing. Fahim? Yeah. All right, take it easy. That's how every DoorDash exchange should go down. I had one today. He goes, Fahim? I go, yeah. And then he goes like this. I'm why are you still facing me? I'm 10 steps away with my food, and he's just I'm like, why are you walking towards me? We're done. We're done here. He's like, don't leave. He's like a chick. He's like, oh, once you got the food, then we're done. He texts me like, you're just like all the rest. Once you get your food, once you get your chicken parm, back in your door. I thought we had something. When I was en route, you were like, do you have napkins? Do you have forks? And then you like ghost me after I got my chicken parm. I always like when you'll be at dinner or something and somebody goes like, ooh, I ate too much. like they had no control over it. I ate too much. Like they didn't just stuff their fucking face. Whose fault is this? Can I talk to your manager? You knew that I would do this. You know I have no self-control. Remember back in the day when that face filter for the app would turn us into the opposite sex? And then some of us guys would look kind of hot. And it was unsettling. Like your friends couldn't look at you the same anymore. They're like, hey, what's up? Like, you're different. Oh, no, I'm not. He's like, am I gay? Do I want to fuck my best friend as a chick? Terrorists are like one-hit wonders, right? Because like we don't call Hitler a terrorist because he had staying power. He had longevity, so we don't call that terror. Whereas Bin Laden, he's like a one-hit wonder. right? The logic is sound. I know you're tense, but logic-wise, I was gonna say two-hit wonder, but you guys weren't going for it, so I was like, let me just bail. Let me blow up this joke. I think it's harder being an autistic guy than an autistic girl because women get the ick so easily. Like even like a non-autistic guy, you get the ick so quickly. Like there could be a 6'2" ripped guy with flowing hair, and he's like, I love Pokemon. And she'd be like, what the fuck? Gross. But if it was a hot girl doing the same thing, like, I love Pokemon, guys would be like, dude, I think she's the one. She loves Pokemon and hates crowds. She's the bum. I married her. I got on one knee when she said, I love Pokemon. I go on Reddit sometimes. You guys go on Reddit? Yeah. No? You know what it is? You know what it is, right? It's like a forum. So I'll peruse, and I saw this recently. Like, this is the headline, like a post, like a Reddit post that I saw. It's my favorite Reddit post. I just want to read it for you guys. It's verbatim. This is the headline, okay? What did Hitler think of black people? And were there any black Nazis? Parentheses. Please don't make your response too long and complex because I'm 14 and I won't understand what you're talking about. That's a real Reddit post. That's really funny. Just that kind of self-awareness, like I won't understand it. If it's too long, I can't do it. But if you can do it smaller, parentheses, please don't make a response too long and complex because I'm 14 and I won't. I like that extra information for no reason. Like, I'm 14. At what point do you decide I'm gonna ride a bike with a boombox on it? Every city you go to, there's always a 50-year-old guy. He's like, this is my life now. I cruise and I play my tunes and I don't wear sunscreen. Like he was a lawyer, but he's like, I do this now. I just feel like the ocean scrambles people's brains, Right? Because when you get to Venice, people are just like blowing bubbles. Like he used to be a neurosurgeon, but he spent too much time at the ocean. You just hear that sound. You go, he's in the OR, like, I have to blow bubbles. It's like a calling. I think all this feels fake. When you're inland, you get caught up in all this shit that doesn't matter, and you go to the ocean, you're like, oh, it keeps coming in and out. We're all gonna die. I should do this. Why do I want a nice condo? I could be outside and do this every day. What if everyone here tonight is that? You're like, yo, man, you were saying some good things. I get it. Oh, I have a buddy from Mississippi. He signed up for ancestry.com. You send a vial of your blood in, and he's like, whoa, I had no idea my wife is my sister. Holy shit. Everyone walks around with different levels of fear. And you can't tell. You really can't tell what level people are at. But COVID really revealed it. right? Like, you would see a guy with no mask at a buffet, peak COVID. You're like, oh, that guy, he's Evel Knievel. He doesn't give a fuck. But then, conversely, you would see a couple at LAX in, like, full hazmat suits. You're like, oh, that's their internal temperature their whole lives? But COVID brought it out. You're like, oh, you've been living with that type of fear your whole life? But this guy's like, yo, barbecue sauce is out. Come on. It's peak COVID. He's like, let's go to a country town buffet. I love ladling my condiments. I like it out in the open, air it out like a fine wine. I like the wind to hit my mustard. That's not a euphemism. He's like, oh, fuck. It's not me being crass. Like, I like the wind to hit my mustard. I get canceled. Like, I had no idea what that meant.